إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستنصره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. نشهد أنه بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين. أما بعد، أيها الإخوة المؤمنون، أيتها الأخوات المؤمنات، تحدثنا في الخطبة الماضية عن موضوع الأخذ بالأسباب، وذكرنا أن التوكل ليس معناه أن نتوكل على الله عز وجل دون أن نأخذ بالأسباب. ووضحنا أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عندما هاجر من مكة إلى المدينة أخذ بكل الأسباب، مع أن الله عز وجل كان قادرا وما يزال على أن يرسل إليه براقا دابة معجزة ما أن ينتقل من مكة إلى المدينة دون هذه الأسباب الكثيرة والمفصلة التي رأيناها. We have talked last Friday about the importance of understanding that you take all the means and the measurement in our life as Muslims. This is what Islam taught us. We took all measurement and means, then the result in Allah's hands. This is what we have learned from Hijrah. This is the beginning of the Hijrah year 1437. So we're learning lessons from the Hijrah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the main important level that we can learn from the Hijrah is that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he taught us that you as an ummah, as an individual, you have to maintain all means and you have to maintain all the causes and circumstances to watch it. Then the result in Allah's hand. Then you do tawakkul. And you all know that the man who's Bedouin came to the Prophet ﷺ and he has a camel. He said, shall I leave this camel and rely on Allah? Or shall I fight it? So this hadith, even though it's very simple, but it does have a lot of meaning. It does carry a lot of meaning in it. So the Prophet ﷺ told this Bedouin, a lesson is not for him, it is for the Ummah. He did not tell him, leave the camel. ما قال له اترك الناقة. قال أعقلها وتوكل. أعقلها وتوكل. Fight it and rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after he took all measurement and all means, traveling at night, preparing the food, preparing camels, talking to Abu Bakr, and leaving the house from the back of the door of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. After all this means, when he was in the cave with Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, what he said to Abu Bakr? Abu Bakr told him, they're gonna catch us. No way. But the Prophet ﷺ, he knows that he took all measurement. He did everything that he's able to do. He looked at Abu Bakr. Now the result. He looked at Abu Bakr. He said, no. لا تحزن إن الله معنا. Allah is with us. Now it's the result. He took all the measurement, all means. Now the lesson come, and he taught Abu Bakr the lesson. He told him, no, they cannot touch us. It's very simple that when you take all measurement and all means and trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be with you for sure. But you took all the measurement and all the means. It's the same thing that's happened with Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam traveled at the night. وَلَقَدْ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَى أَنْ أَسْرِ بِعِبَادِي فَاضْرِبْ لَهُمْ طَرِيقًا فِي الْبَحْرِ يَبَسًا. When he traveled, he escaped from Fir'aun. He did save him. He migrated as well. Musa, when he was migrated, he took all the measurements. He traveled at the night. Asra, in Arabic language, Asra means he traveled at night. And he was worried that Fir'aun will follow them. This is human being nature. This is the nature for the human being. So he was worried, he was scared. When he took all the measurement and he took the people of Bani Israel with him, Bani Israel, they saw that the sea in front of them and Fir'aun behind them. So they're buying. So they're buying others. It will be sink in the sea or Fir'aun will kill them. And this time, Musa told them the lesson. They said to him, Inna lamudrakun. Fir'aun is going to kill us. Surely he's going to kill us. But Musa knew that he took all measurements and all means. He knew that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be with him. He said to them, قَالَ كَلَّا إِنَّ مَعِيَ رَبِّي سَيَهْدِينِ إِنَّ مَعِيَ رَبِّي سَيَهْدِينِ. This is what we need to understand. We took all measurements, all means, and then we do tawakkul. We don't only do tawakkul, then we wait and we say, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give us victory, or He's going to change our situation. Your situation and our situation and the Muslims' ummah situation will not change till we take all means of power and all means of victory. Then what is the means of victory? The Prophet ﷺ, when he went to Medina, he established something called ukhuwah. That as he's telling us that this city, the new city, the Medina city, this is the city of, it's going to be a state. So this state is going to be active state, and this Medina is going to be a very, very active Medina. It's going to be very busy. But you have to establish the means of this city to be strong, this community to be strong. It cannot be strong till we take the means, because he taught Abu Bakr and he taught the Ummah. He taught us that we have to take all the means. What is the means of the Prophet ﷺ? What was awakened you in Jahiliyyah? What was the reason that the Jahiliyyah time, the Arab side, in the time of Jahiliyyah, they were divided and they were weak? What was the reason? Because they were killing one another, not united. They don't care about each other. And when they want money, when they want wealth, they don't care. They're going to attack each other. They're going to kill each other. They don't care. They only care about that we want. I want to survive. I want to do something. So, and that's justifying everything that they're doing. Everything that they did. Prophet ﷺ, he knew a strong city, strong community cannot be established like that. So he changed the mentality of Jahiliyyah. Same people, they were changed. The mentality of Jahiliyyah, the divided mentality, that the mentality that we are attacking one another, that we hate one another, that we... And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it. وَلَوْ أَنْفَقْتَ مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا مَا أَلَّفْتَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِهِمْ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ أَلَّفَ بَيْنَهُمْ. If you're going to spend all the money and all the wealth on this earth to bring them together, you would not do it. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one who put this harmony among them. But this harmony, this love and this care, it is the means of power. It is the means of power. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he realized it. And he said, this ummah cannot be left like this in the darkness, in the dark ages of Jahiliyyah. So he empowered the brotherhood. He empowered the ukhuwah. He empowered them. And you can see the same people who used to fight with one another, who used to kill one another, they become united, solid, like rock. No one can get into their lives, and no one can divide them. No one can play his games to divide them. So they were very strong in the mujtama' jahiliyyah. The ukhuwah, you cannot imagine, and the Quran described it. ما ألفت بين قلوبهم. Even you spend every penny, every gold, the gold and the wealth on the surface of this earth, you spend it to bring them together, you cannot. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did it. Because they took the steps. Because they met the means. They took the means. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did it for them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in the other verse, واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا. فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا. واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم. Mention the ni'mah. Mention the bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He bestowed on you, that you were an enemy and you were fighting one another, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made you as ikhwan. Ikhwan. إنما المؤمنون إخوة. The أخوة الدين, the relationship related to deen is become stronger than the أخوة النسب. That you're my blood brother, but my religious brother, my brother based on my religion, he's dearer to me than my blood brother. إنما المؤمنون إخوة. So brothers and sisters, why I'm mentioning this? Because in this time we need the khutbah, we need lectures, we need to hear this a lot. Wars everywhere. And you can see that Muslims today divided. This is Yemeni, and this is the Saudi, and this is the Syrian, and this is the Lebanese, the Palestinian. If you talk with the Lebanese, that you will, if you mention the Palestinian in front of him, he starts talking, this is a Palestinian, and that say this is a Lebanese, and this is Iraqi. And in the same country, that you might say, this is from the north, and this is from the south, this is from the village, and this is from the city. So this mentality that we're having now, that's very similar to the mentality that the Jahiliyyah used to carry. This hate that's being spread, yeah, we need to be against mujrim. Whomever is from our blood or is not from our blood, if he's committing a crime, we have to be against him. انصر أخاك ظالما أو مظلوما. So be with your brother, give help to your brother. انصر أخاك ظالما أو مظلوما. Help your brother ظالما أو مظلوما. But they did not. This was the Jahiliyyah rules. This was the Jahiliyyah rule. انصر أخاك ظالما أو مظلوما was the Jahiliyyah rule. So the Sahaba looked at the Prophet ﷺ, they said, انصر أخاك ظالما أو مظلوما. We do give help to this brother if he was a mazloom. But how we're gonna be supporting him if he's a zalim? This is not what you taught us. This is not what the Islam taught us. He said, how that's happened? They asked the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ adjusted what he said. This is a Jahiliyyah statement. Now the Islam came and adjusted. He said, قالوا ننصره إن كان مظلوما فكيف ننصره إن كان ظالما. How we're going to stop him and how we're going to support him if he's a zalim? He said, تمنعه عن ظلمه فذاك نصرك إياه. You stop him from committing injustice and unfairness to the people that you were supporting him when you do that. So brothers and sisters, we need to talk about this a lot. We need to wash our hearts. We need to start again. We need, as a community in London, in Mississauga, and wherever we are, we need to love one another. We need to care about one another. Alhamdulillah, we do have it. We do see it, alhamdulillah. A lot of signs, alhamdulillah, is there. We see that the Muslims, wherever they are, when anything's happening in Palestine, that you can see that they're supporting, they spend money. This is the feelings that's toward your brothers and sisters in Palestine. This is the feelings that toward your brothers and sisters in Syria. There is good feelings, mashallah. Alhamdulillah. We need to build on that. And we need not to allow hate and enmity to be planted among us. So we need to understand the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. He said the hadith. This is, by the way, this is very critical hadith. If you look at it and if you study it carefully, the hadith says, لا تدخلوا الجنة حتى تؤمنوا. لا تدخلوا الجنة حتى تؤمنوا. You will not enter Jannah till you have a belief. And that is normal. ولا تؤمنوا حتى تحابوا. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. There is no iman till you love one another. No iman. That loving one another, caring about one another, it's iman. If you do not have it, if you do not have it in your community, if you do not have it in your city, if you do not have it in your ummah, mean you have lack of iman. And then that means there is no Jannah. لا تدخل, clear, hadith clear. لا تدخل الجنة حتى تؤمنوا. ولا تؤمنوا, لا تؤمنوا. You will not believe حتى تحابوا. أولا أدلكم على شيء إذا فعلتم تحاببتم أفشوا السلام. Shall I guide you to the means of mahabbah, of friends? Shall I guide you to the means that if you take it, you will reach the love? What is this means? And the result in Allah's hand. What this means? This is simple. Say Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Start with it. Because when you start with Assalamu alaikum, mean you're saved from my hand. You're saved from my tongue. What means salam? Salimta ya akhi min yadi. Salimta ya akhi min ayni. Salimta ya akhi min qadami. Salimta ya akhi min izai. Salimta ya akhi min darar الذي قد أقوم به ضدك. سلمت يا أخي. هذا معنى السلام عليكم. لأن إذا قلت السلام عليكم, you have to understand the meaning of السلام عليكم. Mean you're saved. What does it mean? Why we don't say to the one who's fighting us السلام عليكم? The one who's fighting, why فرعون by موسى told فرعون والسلام على من تبع الهدى. He did not tell him السلام عليكم. There is no peace upon فرعون. He said, if you follow Huda, then Assalamu alaikum. If you do not follow Huda, there is no Assalamu alaikum. The one who's fighting you, the one who's killing you, there is no Assalamu alaikum. But your brothers in Islam, you start with Assalamu alaikum. What does it mean? That you're saved from my tongue. You're saved from my hand. Al-Muslim man salim al-nas min lisanihi wa min yadihi. That the Muslim man salim al-nas. Brothers and sisters, we need to establish this. And it is there, alhamdulillah, somehow, but the format of it is weak. Believe me. Our connection, we feel it. You feel it and I feel it. It's not strong enough. We need to build it more. We need to care more. If there is any function toward Syrian refugee, toward Gaza, toward Palestine, be there. If there is anything related to the community, a school, masjid, whatever, be there, show that, demonstrate that. And we don't want, brother, not to talk to you, brother. We don't want to see this. You know, a brother told me, he said, I always come to the masjid and I feel I'm a stranger. No one tells me salam alaikum. And nobody even laughs at my face, no smile. There is no smile as I have committed something. I hear it sometimes. I came as a stranger and I leave as a stranger. And do you hear that? People, they're not talking to each other as brothers, family members. They don't talk to their father, they don't talk to their mother, they don't talk to their uncles, relatives. Did you see that? Do you see that? It is a lot. If you go to Lebanon, for example, I'll give you an example from my country. If you go to Lebanon, most of the division between people, you know about what? About inheritance. People, family members, they don't talk to each other because of inheritance, money. Because of money. So, is this the means of power? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do you think logically that Allah will give power for those people? Do you think that Allah will give tamkeen and quwwah, power to them? Can't. Power comes from unity. Power comes from love. Power comes from care. If we have it, this is the first thing that the Prophet ﷺ told them you have to do it, and to go against Jahiliyyah time. We are in Jahiliyyah time, and we have to get out of it. Alhamdulillah, we have some good sons. Jahiliyyah used to have some good sons as well, but we need to get out of it and adjust it, inshallah, to demonstrate this love and this care. استغفرك ربي لا احصي ثناء عليك انت انت كما اثنيت على نفسك واشهد ان لا اله الا الله ولي الصالحين واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله. عباد الله حياكم الله قد امركم بامر عظيم بدا به نفسي وثنى به على ملائكه عرشه وسلسله على عباده الصالحين فقال عز من قائل ان الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا ايها الذين امنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على هذا النبي الكريم وعلى من سار بهديه باحسان الى يوم الدين. وارض اللهم عن الخلفاء الاربعه ابي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي واجعلنا اللهم في زمرتهم يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون الا من اتى الله بقلب سليم. اللهم الف بين قلوبنا، اللهم وحد صفوفنا، اللهم اجمع كلمتنا على الحق، اللهم اجمعنا ولا تفرقنا، اللهم حببنا ببعضنا، اللهم الف بين قلوبنا، اللهم الف بين قلوبنا، اللهم انزع البغضاء والاحقاد من قلوبنا، اللهم حببنا لبعضنا البعض، اللهم اجعلنا قوة يا رب العالمين، اللهم لا تضعفنا ولا تفرقنا، اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا، اللهم انصر إخواننا المسلمين في كل مكان، اللهم انصر إخواننا المسلمين في كل مكان، من أراد بالمسلمين في كل مكان خيرا فوفقه لكل خير، ومن أراد ضررا وإيذاء للمسلمين أينما كان وأينما حلوا فاجعل مكره عليه واجعل تدميره في تدبيره يا رب العالمين. اللهم من أراد بالمسجد الأقصى خيرا فوفقه لكل خير، ومن أراد بالمسجد الأقصى سوءا وضررا فاجعل عاقبة السوء عليه بعزتك يا قدير، بعزتك يا جبار. ألف بين قلوبنا ووحد صفنا واجمع كلمتنا وطهر نفوسنا وقوموا إلى صلاتكم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.